Hey, what's up, YouTube? Now, I've already talked about this subject before a while back, but I think it warranted revisiting, because this thing is still going on. And that is the whole thing about swatting. Now, I gotta say this, as per the title suggests, we have found, ladies and gentlemen, a worse form of human life than fanboys, alright? You thought fanboys were the worst kind of people you've seen. Well, this is nothing. These make fanboys look desirable by comparison, and that is the Swatters. You know, these low forms of human life who just have absolutely nothing better to do with their existence than to sit there and call the SWAT team on people who are like live streaming. They find out where their address is. They call acting like they're there. They talk about how they're under attack, or they plan on killing all these people. This whole SWAT team comes in, while people are on live stream, by the way. They come in, burst in, and they got guns ready. They're ready to shoot, ready to take somebody out because they think there's some kind of danger going on there. Because some fucking douchebag loser moron on like the other side of the country is sitting there watching this, going, "Hey, look what I did! Oh, I'm so funny and clever! Oh, I got the SWAT team!" These people are also starting to get caught for doing this. They're finding out where the call is coming from. They're finding these people. They're being arrested. There's a lot of money, you understand, goes into, setting this up for these SWAT teams. They gotta pay these people whether there is a problem or not. Money goes into this, and at this point, you guys are basically fucking with government money, and that is like one of the worst things you could do, like, in this day and age. You can sit there and do this all you want, do whatever, but if you're sitting there costing, like, the government money, they're not going to be happy about that, and people are starting to get caught and arrested for this. And they're going to jail simply because you, for some reason, think you're a fucking comedian by calling in, like, the SWAT team. And I gotta say this right now, for you people who sit there and do the swatting thing, you're losers, alright? You're pathetic pieces, you're pathetic garbage, alright? There's no sympathy for you and what you do. I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. Whatever happens to you, if you get caught for doing this, you deserve every bit of it, because you are just a complete and utter douchebag moron who has nothing better to do with your life. You are a loser. You have no... There's no defending this whatsoever. I don't care what you do. If you're sitting there doing this thing, you're funny, you are pathetic. Alright, you are just lowest form of human life. Say what you want about fanboys. They're bastards too, but at the end of the day, they're not really hurting anybody. They're sitting there either typing, going, acting like an idiot, like on the forum, on the keyboard, or on camera, whatever you want to call it. But they're only really hurting themselves. They're looking themselves looking like morons. But these swatters, not only they're hurting themselves, but they're hurting other people. Eventually, somebody is going to get killed doing this, and I wonder how funny the person who called it in think it's going to be. Are they going to say, "Well, I thought I was just messing around. I didn't think it was just only for laughs"? No, there's nothing funny about this, you piece of shit. There's absolutely nothing funny about this. You are a pathetic loser. Okay, I'm not really the kind of person who goes and like judges people for what they do, but this is disgusting. Right? If you result to this, you have no redeeming qualities whatsoever, and 5 years I don't think is enough for these people, because people are getting busted and they're getting 5 years in prison, and they probably get out less. Like, no, give them like 10 years. Put them in federal prison. Let's see how funny you think you are when you're in a prison with like murderers and rape. People actually did bad things. These people are in jail for a reason. And now you're there because you thought it'd be funny to fuck up somebody's live stream or whatever by swatting them. So when that happens, I want you to sit there and wonder if it was worth it. Was it worth it calling in a fake bomb threat, or a fake murder, or fake kidnapping, or fake hostage situation, just so you can sit there and go, "Hey, oh, that's so funny, look what I did"? Because I'm telling you this right now, and I've said this multiple times before, everybody thinks they're anonymous on the internet, but you are not as anonymous as you think. And you should know this by the fact that you're able to find out where these people live, so you can call the SWAT team on them. So if it's that fucking easy to send a SWAT team where they live, it's that fucking easy for them to find out where you live and deal with your ass. So I want you to keep that in mind. So everybody thinks you're fucking anonymous on the internet, and you can hide behind a keyboard. Nobody will find out who you are. You should know by now, and that's bullshit. Because a lot of these people who are doing this are starting to get caught. And no fucks are given for the people getting caught because you were dumb enough to sit here and do this because you thought you were funny as hell. You know, and some of these people are kids, some of these are just grown-ups. And if you're actually a grown-up doing this, and there have been grown-ups doing this, I mean, there have been reports of people, they're doing this one thing, and they're like in their 30s. What the fuck is wrong with you in your 30s? Seriously, you should be way too over this kind of shit. Alright? And if you're doing this, and you're in your fucking 30s or 40s, you deserve whatever you get. Because you obviously never grew up to the point where you thought maybe doing something like this was a bad idea. That you thought it'd be funny as hell, and you are a fucking grown-up. And if you're doing this, and you're a are you rebelling in society because you have no job, or no life, or no girlfriend? Because this is not going to help any of those situations. So instead of sitting there watching live streams, and, you know, you calling the SWAT team on these people, why don't you get up, shower, shave, go outside, maybe jog, do some hiking, lose some weight. Imagine a lot of you are kind of like fat. Or whatever. Maybe not, but, maybe have a burger. Maybe you're too skinny. Maybe that's why people don't like you, because you're too fucking skinny and you're frail, and people are afraid of you because they're going to, they're afraid the breeze is going to come and you're going to turn to dust or some shit like that. I don't know. But whatever the case, go outside, become a productive member of society. Or if you're happy just dwelling in whatever dark corner of the world you want, fine, but don't take your revenge on other people by calling the SWAT teams or doing a live stream just because you think it's funny as hell because you got nothing else better to do with your life. Fuck you, Swatters. Alright, I have nothing nice to say about you people. Just cut that shit out, and whatever happens to you, don't fucking cry. Alright? Take your shit like a man because you obviously thought you were manly enough to sit there and call these people in, so you're manly enough to go to prison.